Hello viewers, you are watching Afghanistan Report and I am your host Swati Kundra. The main stories are: Afghan President urges fellow Afghans to help in wake of earthquake. Afghan refugees in Pakistan angered by aid cuts. Afghan women find sustainable livelihood in India. Rescue and rehabilitation work is going on in areas affected by powerful earthquake that struck Afghanistan on October 26. Estimated at 7.5 on the Richter scale, the earthquake devastated homes and schools and even cracked glaciers in a nearby mountain range. Hundreds of people are known to have died so far and the death toll is likely to rise. We have a report.
This Afghan town in Takhar province is shocked as they held funeral for 13 school children killed in a massive earthquake. Men carried small coffins draped with Afghan flags and placed them in a field side by side while prayers were offered. In an estimate, over 4,000 houses and compounds had been destroyed or damaged. The destruction has created additional hardship with winter temperatures setting in.
حادثه دلخراش را که دیگر روز به اثر زمین لرزه و حکوم پیوست یک حادثه خراب بود که تمام خانواده های 13 شهید ما را به ماتم کشانده. حادثه خراب بود.
The Afghan government announced that people in remote areas who sustained critical wounds in the earthquake will be moved to Kabul. Government efforts are underway to assess the damage caused by the quake. Critically wounded people will be transported to Kabul by Afghan National Security and Defense personnel and the Afghan Air Force. Most hospitals in Kabul have sufficient medical resources and capability to handle earthquake victims.
تا در صورتی که تعداد زخمی‌ها زیاد میشه، مثلا مزار شریف یک آمادگی‌هایی برش گرفته شده که تا بتونن زخمی‌هایی که در تخار و جا اگر اونها برشان زیادی شه و برشان اونها کمک کنه که چون همه ولایت به شکل آماده باش منتظر همکاری هستند.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani urged his countrymen to help those in need.
غوښتنه مې له ټولو وطنوالو نه داده، مخصوصا هغه وطنوالو نه چې کلي کې، ولسوالۍ کې یا هر بل ځای کې چې د حادثې محل ده حضور لري. لومړی نورو وطنوالو سره مرسته وکړي. دوم دقیق معلومات ولایت ته او یا د حوادثو مستقل ریاست ته ورسوي چې د معلوماتو په موجودیت کې موږ وکړی سو اساسي فیصلې وکړو او زر تر زره مرستې ته انسجام وکړو او پوه سو چې کوم ځای کې څه رقم مرسته پکار ده.
Many countries have come forward to donate for the relief victims. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi called Afghan President Ghani and expressed his sympathies and condolences at the damage caused by the earthquake. China donated $100,000 as disaster relief efforts. The Chinese ambassador to Afghanistan, Yao Jing, made the donation on behalf of the Red Cross Society of China to the Afghan Red Crescent Society.
我采取这些措施，主要是为了体现一个对阿富汗作为友好邻邦的这么一种友好姿态，同时呢，为他们的赈灾工作做出一些力所能及的这些贡献。当然，我们也知道阿富汗的灾情还在发展，有关情况可能还需要进一步了解。
We definitely will use and utilize this amount for the food and non-food item as well as for shelter. Temporary shelter for the needy people of Afghanistan.
The United States and Iran are among countries that offer to provide humanitarian assistance.
With the surging Syrian migrant crisis in Europe, aid programs for some of the 2.5 million Afghan refugees in Pakistan are being slashed amid the worst funding shortfall. A report.
United Nations Refugee Agency figures say Pakistan hosts the world's largest long-term refugee population. They are mostly Afghans who have fled more than 3 decades of war. But the exodus of people from countries like Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan is forcing UN officials to cut programs like infant feeding, education and sanitation for refugees in Pakistan. The UNHCR in Pakistan has received only $33.6 million for 2015 out of its $136.7 million annual budget. Muhammad Amin, a white-bearded veteran of the fight against the Soviets, said the UN is supporting Syrian refugees, but no one is bothering about the Afghans who have been at war for 35 years.
یو قصه یا یو واقعه چې تاسو ډیره ذکروي یا به خصوصا مثلا یونیسار سره ذکروي چې هغه د سوریې مسله ده د سوریې مسله ده چې تقریبا نن سبا په ټوله نړۍ کې سوریې ډیر مهاجر لري چې هغه په ترکیه کې دي هغه په یونان کې دي هغه په نور هیوادونو کې او بل اخر اوس نن سبا ته نور اروپایي هیوادونو ته هم سره پناه ورکړله خو د هغوی اقتصاد دومره سره کمزوری نه ده هغوی اوس په جنګ باندې سره اخته سوي دي یو کال دوه کاله سره کیږي زما د جنګ زما د غربت زما د بېوسۍ زما د مهاجرتوب زما د مجاهدتوب تقریبا 15 کاله سره کیږي.
UNHCR says more than 500,000 refugees have tried to enter Europe this year, including 80,000 Afghans. That's still a fraction of the 2.5 million who live in Pakistan. Many fled violence 1 or 2 generations ago.
دا 15 کالو کې به دغه سي حالات سره وي چې زه به کله ناکله سره وګیم خو د وګي شکایت نه کوم یونیسار به ته وحده پورې خوراکي موادونو سره کړی وي خو هغه هم مسله چې نن سبا ته زه ته نه ګیلمنم د یونیسار نه ګیلمنم سبا به د ملګرو ملتونو دغه سي ګریوان ته سر لاس واچوم او دا زما مسنونه حق ده چې زما اولادونه بیروزګاره کوم زما اولاد به تعلیم کوم زما ماشوم به صحت کوم مریض کوم کدا سبا مړ کیږي د هغه تاوان تانه غواړم که زما ماشوم به تعلیم پاتې کیږي د تاوان تانه سره غواړم.
Globally, UNHCR's budget is underfunded by 61% in 2015, the largest gap in more than 15 years. 55-year-old Muhammad Zamir, principal of a UNHCR school at the sprawling Kababia refugee camp outside the northwestern city of Peshawar, said Afghans were opting to send more and more teenaged boys abroad. Since 2002, UNHCR has facilitated the return of 3.8 million registered Afghans from Pakistan.
A large number of Afghan migrants have taken shelter in cities across India. Many Afghan women migrants who are living in the capital New Delhi have learned embroidery skills to earn livelihood for their families. Take a look.
An NGO named Access helps to train these women and provide them employment. The NGO is also a partner of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees.
ये काम सीखने आए हैं कि ये सीख जाए कुछ होगा अपने बच्चों को खाना वाना खिलाए अपने बच्चों को रोटी कपड़े ये सब खिलाए तो इसलिए हमारे छोटे छोटे बच्चों को साथ लेकर आ रहे हैं.
Another migrant, Parwana, said that they shifted to India due to threats from the Taliban.
तालिबानों ने मेरे पापा को मार डाला तो वहाँ पे हमारा कोई नहीं था भाई छोटे छोटे थे वो लोग हमेशा धमकियाँ दे रहे थे कि हम तुम्हारे भाइयों को भी मारेंगे और बहनों को भी मारेंगे सबको ख़त्म कर देंगे तो इनकी वजह से हम यहाँ आ गए.
After 3-month-long training, the NGO gives them embroidery work. In return, the Afghan women earn money to support their family.
دا کارو خلک گزاره د موږ په اوس څنګه چل کلک باغ سره لګ بادا موږ اوس ریپوجي کې دا ورته هغه چې ریپوجي سم لګ بادا کارو کوم لګ بری پوجي سم لګ ملل سره سره وکړه کوم موږ اوس یو ځای تبار سي کو دي وای.
Access NGO runs 3 centers in Delhi where around 50 Afghan women are getting training in embroidery work.
A group of Afghan photographers showcased the life and culture of war-torn Afghanistan at a photo exhibition being held in the national capital. Let's take a look.
A Delhi-based publication called PIX invited over 12 artists from all over the world to showcase their work on Afghanistan at a photo exhibition titled Renewal. Through these images, the artists attempted to illustrate different accounts of culture, life, and struggle of the Afghan people in the war-torn areas. The photo exhibition will also help portray the positive image of Afghanistan to the world. Shamsia Hosseini, a graffiti artist based in Kabul, and Mujahida Khwajazada, an Iranian art teacher at Kabul University, are among those participating in the exhibition.
It's titled Renewal. So the theme is the word renewal, which is, beginning again. And it is looking at the sort of renewal and rebirth of photography in a sense. Sort of after the Taliban regime, which ended some time ago in 2001, a lot of the artists have come out and started talking about their work very openly. And we wanted to encourage up-and-coming students as well as people who've worked in Afghanistan for some time to showcase their work and respond to this idea of renewal. Culture is a wonderful way to foster positive relations between countries and people. And I think photography is a universal language that allows people to exchange ideas. And I think it would be nice if India and Afghanistan could collaborate more with culture. And I hope an exhibition like this will play a role in that as well.
Pix magazine has also brought a special Afghanistan edition of these photographs.
With that, we come to the end of this week's episode of Afghanistan Report. I'm Swati Kundra taking your leave. We'll be back next week with more news and views from Afghanistan. Goodbye and Khuda Hafiz.